Boom. So what is up, folks? What is up? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is wild stuff going on. It's your boy KWTB, and we're live right now. Today is June 26, 2024. We got some breaking news. I'm here to give you an update on the Dr. Disrespect controversy here. We also have some information about the Acolyte. We're definitely going to give our perspective on the Acolyte. And then we have some current event news that I would like to get into. So if any of that sounds interesting, definitely stick around. If not, I totally get it. It's a lot of stuff going on. If you're interested in it, tap in. If not, this is what's going on. So breaking news. I've been trying to do this update. We did an update yesterday on the whole Dr. Disrespect thing. I'm telling you what, yo, this is insane. So yesterday we read out the tweet. We have it right here. This is Dr. Disrespect. He goes into his whole Twitch ban. The whole time span and everything, he kind of dabbles into it here. And there's some legal, there's a legal dispute or some kind of civil dispute. And there's a lot of information that is being put out there. It's very disheartening to hear this. And like you see the folks that are like tapping in, it's just wild. Everybody has heard this. This is like the shot that was heard around the world. It's very unfortunate because this stuff you do not play around with. And unfortunately, it seems like there was some kind of dabbling into this, which is not good, and somehow it was on the Twitch platform. It's very interesting, dealing with whispers and what's the age that you have to be able to use that. It's just insane. An ex-Twitch employee comes out and says that Dr. Disrespect was banned for communicating with an underage person. And it's like, whoa, what's going on here? We need some more information before we could just start setting in stone what's, titles and names and stigmas that go with those specific names and titles and categories and stuff like that. And it's just so insane, especially from the doc to all this. This was like the past 7 years. We've all been kind of in the wondering what's going on with this whole ban. Why was this guy banned? Why were you banned, man? And he wasn't unable to speak about it because of these legal issues. What it comes down to is that his Midnight Society company they kicked this guy to the curb. And they gave this statement here. Stating that they're just Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect, and Midnight Society, their values, their morals, their everything just doesn't align. And he had to step down, and they had to remove themselves from the situation because they did their own research into our own investigation into the matters. Once again, a lot of interesting people are commenting on this, and at the time when all of this is dropping, there's not a lot of information being said. And then now Dr. Disrespect yesterday on the 25th finally addressed the issue that we've all been trying to figure out, like, what's going on, man? Your company just let you go. Turtle Beach, the sponsorship just let you go. What? There's people out there calling you all kinds of names, man. All kinds of names. And, like, there's people who've been supporting you for years now, man. Monetary, money-wise. Just, in support, pulling up to the streams. These folks are pulling up to, like, meet Dr. Disrespect in real life, man. And what do you know? He goes and says, hey, there was some communication with a underage individual. Through the Twitch Whisper Messenger. He said it was casual and mutual conversations, sometimes lean to much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing legal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. He even goes on to say that he's never even met the individual. And he went through a lengthy arbitration regarding this civil dispute with Twitch, and that was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me. No criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Well, the thing is, folks are having an issue with is that it doesn't matter that that you weren't held criminally charged for this. Morally, this isn't a right thing for you to do that, especially underage, and with Dr. Disrespect being married in the first place and him having a child. He is supposed to be a family man, a leader in that aspect, and this is not leadership material. This is not leadership behavior. We'll say that. A leader does not engage in communications with an underage individual inappropriately. That's not cool. That's not cool. So this happened years ago in like 2017 or 2020, or it's this so crazy, like, with these timelines. And it's just so wild because we've been wanting to know what's going on. He even said he knew what was going on but couldn't say anything. And then meanwhile, for years, all these people have just been heavily invested to, like, now it just splat in his face and everyone's faces. Like, all because of this Connor Cully guy or Cootie, whatever, this ex-Twitch employer who's in some kind of rock band trying to sell out tickets to his show off of the clout of Dr. Disrespect, out of the hopes that you'll find out why Dr. Disrespect was really banned from the platform. So it's not cool to do that. It's not cool to do that. I'm not advocating. I do not condone any of this stuff. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. We can't see any of the text messages, which is Tfue, a streamer, goes out on Twitter and says, we need to see the conversation between these two individuals. There's just so much to this. So right here, I'm just going to move on to this. We have a document by a ex-Twitch employee. I don't want to read it, like all of it, like all over again. If you folks want to check this out, by all means pause the video and please check this out. This ex-employee from Twitch goes into pretty much stating that Dr. Disrespect did not know that this individual was underage, and that he was not criminally charged. And it seemed to state that there was people from Twitch that just did not like him, unfortunately. This is Bad Boy Beeman's post here. Posting this, by the way. Yeah, apparently these had a group, a certain entity of individuals or individual there at this company at Twitch just did not like Dr. Disrespect, his brand, how like just in general, because he was the leading streamer on the platform at that time in 2017 and 2018. Like he's the peak. So some individuals did not like Dr. Disrespect, so they kind of went out of their way, I guess, to snoop on him. That's what it seems like from what this individual is stating here, that they were snooping by monitoring. I don't know if this was Twitch, the entire company itself, or these specific in these specific individuals, or if it was just these individuals and not the entire company monitoring Dr. Disrespect's DMs. And it seems that in the DMs they found that he was having these inappropriate conversations with this individual. I don't know if it's multiple or it's just this one individual. It seems like just one individual at this time. And it's just it's so wild. It's so wild. These individuals were spying on Doc through his messengers or messages, and that was a break in the, it says it right here, they broke the data protection internal policy and the CCPA regulations by monitoring his messages, which is crazy. But obviously if he's doing something wrong, I mean, this needs to be monitored and spoken upon and brought it to the proper authorities, right? And he needs to be held accountable, and an investigation needs to be held, and there needs to be, a court proceeding and trial or whatever. I mean, it's just wild. And then this former Twitch employee will not identify themselves. And they also seem to get into, I guess, stating that Nick Merckx recently has issues with a certain group of individuals, and they use this opportunity to expose Dr. Disrespect and make Nick look bad because of the whole leave the kids alone, I guess, slogan or backing that was made off of that moment, like literally last year, almost like literally a year ago. It's insane. That they use that to get it seems so wild, man. It's just, you just don't mess with little kids, man. It's not cool. Either way you put it, it's just not cool, man. And you just cannot condone that behavior. We cannot condone that behavior. So Midnight Society goes in and says, or this individual and Twitch and former Twitch employee goes into saying that Midnight Society piece is an example of a lot of people getting cold feet. They asked him about it, and he told them messages existed, but they weren't in that nature reported, but couldn't share them as a part of the settlement, and the decision was made to put out that statement in haste, and that was an impulsive move that they'll regret later. So, I don't know. Will they regret it? I'm sure that they will, because that game is based off of the face of Dr. Disrespect. That whole company is Dr. Disrespect is the face of all of that, and they just got rid of him, and he just stepped aside or whatever. I don't think that that's going to perform well, but that's not the issue here. That's not the issue here. There's a lot of questions to be raised about, the knowledge of did Dr. Disrespect know the knowledge of this individual prior, or did he know her age when they initially spoke? And what happened? It's just wrong, and I don't think there's any way to put it. And it's very unfortunate, because this is the doc, and it's so unfortunate. You do not mess with little kids. That is not right. It's not right. For the time being, we're still waiting for more information, as if they are gonna explain who this individual was and her age and everything like that, or their age. But we're gonna go check out some reactions here from Dr. Disrespect's closest folks here. These are streamers. Shout out to Nick Merckx. He's one of the first people to speak out. So let's go check out what he's got to say here.
Yo, checking in. I'm seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that he was texting an underage girl, and it went weird sometimes, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? There's no excuse for something like that, and I can't support it. Hang on, honey. Doing this, talking to Twitter. I can't support it. I can't defend it. And,
man, it's crazy, dude.
The boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because we played a lot of games with the guy, and it feels a little weird, but what can you do, So I just wanted to update you guys on my thoughts and how I'm feeling. And look, I hope you guys have a good day, all right? Yo.
So that's Nick Merckx. That's what he had to say about it. We got Tim the Tap Man. They I don't know if they called each other and timed this or something like that. It seemed to be right on the nose. Let's go check out what Tim the Tap Man has to say about this, about Dr. Disrespect. And this news is crazy.
Insane, bro. Everything I'm seeing. I have known Doc for a while now. We've played games for years, and seeing everything that is spiraling right now is a very difficult thing for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there. I think for me, I know a lot of you are asking, Tim, what are you feeling? Tim, what are you feeling? My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate, if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that.
Right.
I can't.
That's crazy, man.
I appreciate y'all. This is beating me up, but this is unfortunate to say the least. This is awful. So
This is so
appreciate
awful,
you guys.
man.
Thanks
It's
for the love you
crazy.
give, and I'll see y'all soon, man.
Bad Boy Beeman brings up that we're waiting for Z Laner's response to all this, because Z Laner is a friend of Dr. Disrespect. Charlie here responded to this as well. I mean, it seems like a lot of people spoke on this. Andy No even brought this video up.
Sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely
It's just
nothing.
interesting, man.
It's not fighting.
At this point, go outside and go work on your jump shot or something, champs.
And what's weird,
At this point, go outside, walk out, and walk on the grass.
This is crazy, man.
happy.
Plan a camping trip this weekend.
I can stop.
Get out, jump into the ocean. Go to the lake. Go to the river.
Stop running. This is good.
Just go for a walk, maybe a jog. Play catch, frisbee,
I'm happy.
9 holes.
It's crazy, man.
Soccer league this Saturday and Sunday.
So what Doc ends up, I guess, completing or ending the tweet off with, he goes, to my team, community, and industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the best, community and circle. And any of this has made you uncomfortable. I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this to all the haters that live and breathe social media and zero life experience. I don't give a crap about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of crap, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream. And I'm coming back with a heavy weight off of my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, right. So that's how he ended that. That was yesterday at 11 a.m. Whatever Pacific Standard Time or whatever time zone that he was in when this was created. It's 97 million views. Yesterday was like 18 or something around this time. It was like 18 or something million views. It was insane. I was 97. It's wild. Will he be back? I don't know. People are saying that he's gonna be back, and there's still gonna be people to show up. He's gonna have still gonna have a big following. He's definitely lost some folks from this. I think if you go to some kind of like tracker, YouTube tracker, or stats tracker or something like that, you could see that he's lost a certain thousand in the past few days or something like that. But he's gained more, it's insane. I don't really know, man. It's like you can't support that. It's how do you come back from this? I just don't understand how you come back from this. This is like, wow, man. It's like when people are, this is a stigma you cannot, this is an energy you cannot shake off. This is with you for the rest of your life, man. This is so unfortunate. You do not do stuff like that, man. And he came out and admitted it, but it's like after all of these years and these people and these idiot people that came out and like exposed everything, which is like crazy. If they didn't, we would have never known about this. We would have never known about this. Apparently there was some kind of NDA that they had all signed, and it expires, NDA expires or whatever after a certain amount of years, and that has seemed to expire, and these folks took it upon themselves to say this was the time. This was the time. It's so crazy, man. These people are like straight. I'm new to Twitter, got into this last year. So like maybe I'm new to this, but I've never seen people just pull up on somebody like this, like that, and just straight. This is crazy. It's almost like a hit campaign, but like on yourself. You put the hit campaign on yourself. What the? Oh man, it's painful. And like people are mentioning that he had changed. He edited the post 3 times. It's just wild, man. It breaks my heart because now he's literally a meme now. He's like, it's unfortunate to say. It seems like this is the end of an era here of Dr. Disrespect. Like, how do you come back from this? These folks are smoking the pack. They're smoking the Dr. Disrespect pack, like straight up. I'm sure YouTube and all these other folks that are partner with him have to be doing some kind of their own investigations in this. And are they going to be holding this individual accountable for what happened? Or like, are they going to stick around for this? Do they support this? This is crazy. They're smoking the pack right now. It's insane. What was the last thing? We have to play this video. Where's this video at? Very disturbing video. Mizkif, I've tapped in. He has like a bunch of beautiful women on his show. I think they're all, some of them are OnlyFans folks. I don't know, nor do I care. That's just my knowledge of what I've seen of his show. He has his podcast, or he has his live stream, and he has on the, I don't know what this guy's name is from Twitch. He is like the owner. Twitch CEO makes jokes about Dr. Disrespect's ban. The story is wild. What the heck's going on? Shout out to D-Day Cobra, excuse me. And Reckless Tadrio. So Mizkif has a CEO on. This is so weird.
Let's know, after all these years, why was Dr. Disrespect banned?
Wow, I've never had that one.
He's over there laughing like it's like the greatest joke ever on something so. This sounds so sinister.
Well, now that I'm on Mrs. Channel, let me tell you what really happened. Okay, so there was an alien invasion. Okay, many people did not know about the alien invasion. Okay, and the aliens actually possessed Dr. Disrespect.
Oh.
Okay. And it actually took over the globe using Twitch.
With the Shungite.
Yes.
With the Shungite.
And so the only way we could save civilization.
How are they gonna tell me this magical thing that you guys are gonna do to save civilization?
Okay. Was to take the action we did.
Okay.
So it was to save civilization.
Wants to know after all these years.
What does that even mean? Like, someone break that down for me. Is this like an Alien versus Predator reference or something like that? To save civilization. What does that?
These years.
Is
Wants to know after all
they thought this individual was a threat to civilization?
After all these years. Why was Dr. Disrespect banned?
He was overpowered by an alien. Is that what they're saying? This alien bug to make him do what he did. Like, it's just wild. I don't want to go into speculations about it. It's just how this resurfaced. I don't know when this was exactly. When they did this, I can't even see it. When I'm looking at this through the desktop version of Twitter. I mean, folks, I don't really know what to say here, man. Like, man. I think it's a wrap for sure.